I've written 2 books of poetry. My first, Clamor, I wrote while I was a grad student in Oregon, and my husband was in the Army deployed. So I had this really strange experience of living in a town where, you know, full of farmers markets and tie-dye and anti-war protests, and while being the spouse of a deployed soldier. So most of the manuscript of my first book came from those 2 years as he was deployed and kind of the aftermath. And I can see how important it was that I write that book in the moment at that time. It would have been a different book today if I had weighed, you know, if I had measured out, like, well, how will people confront this material? I generally avoid reading from Clamor because there's some it induces a physiological response. Like, you know, it might make me kind of sweaty, or my heart is going crazy. You know, it's when I was on small book tours for Clamor, I got, you know, I got used to that. It was like, it felt like that was what I had signed up for. I was going to do this thing, and as the years pass, I feel like this is a different person writing, and so I want to honor that experience and that work. I mean, I think seeing, you know, I've talked a lot in the community here about, like, you know, how do we bridge the civilian military divide, and the kind of the witness and participant, and the more perspectives you have in conversation with each other, the more we can figure out how to negotiate our approaches to art.